guys, welcome back to my channel. So guys, I got a couple of requests to do my cast iron pizzas, and I was going to go ahead and make some for my family tonight. So of course I wanted to show you how I do mine. Now I'm going to do a margherita pizza for you guys, but you can use whatever toppings your heart desires. So here's a list of ingredients you guys are going to need. As you can see to the left there, I have my homemade pizza dough. If you guys haven't seen my stromboli video, go ahead and check that out. It shows you how to make my pizza dough. I also have my marinara sauce over there. Again, if you haven't checked out that video, go ahead and check it out. I'll leave both links in the description box for you guys. You're going to need some fresh basil. You're going to need some nice tomatoes. You're going to need some salt, some extra virgin olive oil. I have two types of mozzarella cheese there. You're going to need a dry mozzarella cheese as well as a wet mozzarella cheese. You're going to need a block of fresh Parmigiano, or you can do Parmigiano Reggiano, either or, and then some fresh garlic. And then of course you'll need a cast iron. And that's it guys, that's all you need to make Rexy's cast iron margherita pizza. So let's get cooking guys. Okay guys, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to work on our tomatoes for the margherita pizza. And what we need to do is we're going to go ahead and slice these very thin, and I'll show you. I have 4 cloves of garlic, large cloves of garlic, that we're going to be mincing, and some olive oil. Okay, so you're just going to take your tomatoes, and we're going to slice them about yay big. You guys can see that. Put them in your bowl. Alright, so I think this is about good for what I need. Like I said, I'm only doing one cast iron margherita pizza, and the other one is going to be cheese for my husband and my daughter. And I will not waste these tomatoes. Trust me, my dog Jasmine loves tomatoes, so she'll get all this. For whatever I don't eat, because I love tomatoes as well. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean this up really quick. I'll leave this tomato for another day, and we'll be back in a second, guys. Okay, I went and gave my Jazzy some tomatoes, because she knows when Mama's cutting tomatoes. So the next step is take your garlic, and we're going to press it in here. Or you guys can slice it, dice it, mince it, whatever you guys want to do. Last one. Perfect. We're going to do some salt. This is just some kosher salt. And some nice extra virgin olive oil. Perfect. I'm going to go ahead and mix that around, getting all the garlic and oil and salt all over our tomatoes. Put it in the refrigerator and set up for our next step. So we'll be back, guys. Okay guys, the next step is just doing our cheese. Now this is pre-sliced. I love it, and it's nice and thick. Gonna work perfect on the margherita pizza. So I really don't have to do that except for put it on a dish. And then so that's our wet mozzarella, and this is gonna be our dry mozzarella. And all I'm going to do is grate this so it melts really nice on our pizza. And I probably should just go ahead and use my food processor to do that, but you know. So this is done. The next step that we're going to work on is our dough. And again, if you guys don't know how to make some pizza dough, it's a really quick, easy recipe. Just go check out my stromboli video, and it shows you guys step by step how to do my pizza dough. So I have a lot of dough here. It's beautiful, nice and jiggly dough. So we're going to work on one pizza. Like I said, I'm only showing you guys how to do the margherita pizza. It's basically the same. It's literally just different toppings. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start working on my pizza dough. I have some flour here and my rolling pin. I'm going to go ahead and cover this and put this in the refrigerator while we're doing our dough. Okay guys, so just take a little bit of flour and put it on the surface that you're working with so our dough doesn't stick. Go ahead and flour your rolling pin so it doesn't stick on the dough. Take your dough and put it right on the board. Perfect. And all we're going to do is make this about 10 inches, or depending on how big your cast iron is. So I'm just going to really quick make a nice ball. Okay, before we work on our dough, starting to roll and everything, go ahead and preheat your oven to 475. We're going to be cooking this on the top rack. So make sure that your rack is at the top. Mine's already preheating. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and start with my fingers, stretching the pizza dough out. Alright, perfect. I'm going to roll this until I get it to about 10 inches. Alright, that looks about right. And I'll make sure, I'll bring my cast iron over here. Alright, so there's my cast iron, which you guys cannot see. So here's the cast iron. What you're going to do is take some olive oil, line the bottom of your cast iron. You're going to put your pizza dough right in the bottom of that. Just like that. See? Perfect. Make sure it's in the bottom really good, snug. The edges, touch the edges of your cast iron. And I'm just running my finger around it like this, making like a little crust edge. Perfect. Alright, I'm going to meet you over at the stove to show you the next step. Okay guys, so the next step is we're going to partially cook the bottom of the crust first. So I'm going to put this on almost high, so between medium and high, okay, depending on your stove. You want to get this pan nice and hot just so that we can partially cook the bottom of the crust before we put it in the oven and cook the pizza. It should take probably 5 minutes, if that. So I'm going to be back to show you what it looks like when we're there. Alright guys, so my pan is nice and hot. It's got another minute left. I waited until it got hot to set the timer. So basically all you're looking for, and the steam is just from my cast iron and the oil. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to lift this a little bit and show you what you're kind of looking for. See how it's a nice brown down there? You guys can see that? See how it's getting a nice little brown crust to it? That's basically what you want. Because the pizza itself, once it's all done and put in the oven, it should only take about 10 to 14 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and turn that off, because the bottom looks perfect, just where I want it. And I will meet you back over there to put it together, put the toppings on. Okay guys, so I have everything set up for our toppings and finished the last step before we put it in the oven. The basil goes on after we cook it, so we don't put the basil on before. So this is the steps that we're going to do for the pizza. Okay guys, so the first step is just drizzle very little bit of olive oil on it. And we're going to sprinkle just a little bit of kosher salt. Just a little bit, not too much. The tomatoes has salt, the cheese, and the sauce. We just want to season this dough just a little bit. We're going to work on our marinara sauce. However much you guys want. My family does not like a lot of marinara sauce. So just as much as you guys want to put on. Spread it around. Leave the edge, because that's going to be your crust. And like I said guys, you guys can put whatever toppings your heart desires to your pizza. And the steps are the same. So if you guys don't like the margherita pizza or pepperoni pizza or cheese pizza, you know, you guys want sausage or meat or vegetables, or the pizza is yours to do with what you wish. That looks good enough. Perfect. We're going to do the dry mozzarella cheese. And the reason why we do the dry on the bottom, because of the moisture. We don't want extra moisture on the dough. And that is the only reason why we do it that way. So, again, however much cheese you guys want. I never heard of anybody complaining of too much cheese. I mean, if you're going to make a pizza, you're going to make a pizza. It's going to be cheesy. Am I right? It's all on the bottom of this as well. What do you think? Does that look good, or more cheese, guys? More cheese? You got it. More cheese it is. Perfect. Because we're going to be putting the wet cheese on top as well, so don't fret. Our tomatoes. So you're going to put your tomatoes on there. Beautiful. Perfect. Just like that. Isn't she looking pretty so far? Then we're going to do the fresh, wet mozzarella cheese. And this is going to melt so nice. Beautiful. Put this little round one right in the middle. Look how beautiful, guys. Gorgeous. Move this. Okay, we're going to take some nice fresh Parmesan cheese. And we're going to grate it right on top of that.
Again, however much you guys want. This is also going to give it a nice little saltiness to it.
Beautiful. Okay, the last step real quick is just a little bit of olive oil, drizzle it on the top. Again, we're going to go ahead and put this, and remember, the basil goes on after. We're going to put this in the preheated 475-degree oven. Again, top rack, anywhere between 10 and 14 minutes. But like I always tell you guys, check your ovens. I'm going to check mine at about the 10-minute mark, just to make sure. And I will show you what it looks like and tell you exactly how long mine cooked when it's done. So we'll be back, guys. Okay, guys, mine was in the oven for exactly 14 minutes. Look at this baby, guys. Look at the crust. Look at that, guys. So ooey gooey cheesy. The crust is a nice golden brown, exactly what we want. We have to let this sit for a little bit. So that the cheese and everything gets settled. It looks and smells absolutely delicious. I went ahead and pulled off some of my basil leaves. So at this point, all you're going to do while it's cooling off is you're going to stick some basil leaves on top. However much you guys want. Of course, I'm trying to make this all pretty and fancy. And you know me, I love basil. I love the smell of basil. I love eating basil. I just love basil. So I'm probably going to let this sit for 5 minutes before I cut into it and show you guys what it looks like. Beautiful. Look at that, guys. I'm going to cut one more piece. We're right here. Gorgeous. Take a little bit of that extra virgin olive oil right on top, just like that. I'm going to let this sit, like I said, for 5 minutes. And then I will slice it up and show you guys what it looks like and take a taste. Alright guys, it's been about 5 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and slice this bad boy or girl. See if I could do, you know, I don't cut very well. See if I can get this out without making too much of a mess. Yay! Look at that, guys. You know I need this little bit of cheese. Sorry. Okay. Look at that ooey gooey deliciousness right there. See the crust? Nice and crispy. Beautiful. Beautiful. Alright, I am going to take a little piece, guys, and let you know what I think. So, here we go. Wow, this is a messy pizza. Wow, wow, wow. Guys, this is probably the best pizza I've ever made. I know it looks a little sloppy, but the taste is on point. You taste the garlic, you taste the tomato, the basil, all the cheese, which is my favorite part. The crust is cooked perfectly. Nice golden brown, like I said. It's got a nice little crisp to it. This is absolutely delicious Margherita cast iron pizza, if I do say so myself. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to go make a couple more. I need to make cheese, and I also need to make a pepperoni. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you guys haven't already. I'm going to go bring this to my older daughter. She loves Margherita pizzas as well. And I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys. Take my pizza with me.